In CLion, the equivalent of Qt Creator's Ctrl+K, that is the locator in the bottom of your screen, is Shift+Shift. Let's figure out how it works and bind it to Ctrl+K. Okay, Shift+Shift. You can see it when you start CLion without any files. It says search everywhere, Shift+Shift. So let's try that. And up comes here. And you can see I already did start searching in preparation for this recording. So it comes up with where I left it off. Let me just search for login. And you can see there is a lot of different things that shows up here. 2 header files, some C function. I hope they are C++ because my project is C++. There is an enum here, login state. And oops, that is annoying. If you move your cursor out of it, it will go away. But fortunately, Shift+Shift, and it comes back up exactly where you were. I can also press Tab and observe that I went from here to here when I press Tab. Now I'm looking at classes. So I can't exactly remember how my login mechanism works. Well, login, and I can see there is a login dialog in the UI namespace. That is the forward declaration here. There is login core. There is login dialog, and maybe it was login dialog I wanted to look at. So here it is. Let me show you a few more features of this Shift+Shift or search everywhere. So Shift+Shift again comes up here. I am searching for login. I can go and look at files that matches login. So login dialog.ui, login, and so on. There is also, unfortunately, login core cpp.o, and I'm sure mock, we found that down there. In the next episode, I'll tell you how you get rid of these. Symbols, all the symbols in my project, I seldom use that. Actions, however, that is pretty cool. Let me just make it go away here. I want to do git rebase. Oh, up here in my menu, search, git there. Rebase. Ah, there it was. No. Shift+Shift, git rebase. And there it is. That's pretty neat. Finally, if I have something that I want to do a text search on, in general, login, dialog, maybe, and go over here to the text, and here is all the places where login dialog appears. And if I want to investigate that a bit further and I don't want to out again, then login dialog here, search for in text, and press this one here. And now I have it down in my find, which will stay around. It will, even if I search for something else, then I will have a number of tabs down here. Pretty useful. Okay, so I promised you that I would tell you how to bind this to Ctrl+K, because if you're used to Ctrl+K, at least I was very used to Ctrl+K for a long while when I started using CLion, and I could remember Shift+Shift. It's not that difficult, but when I was sitting there and I just wanted to switch to a new file, Ctrl+K and started typing in the file name, and no, I did not switch. I started typing the file name in that exact file I was in. So let's see how we can set that up. Ctrl+Alt+S. You better learn that. That's the shortcut for settings. If you cannot remember that, then it's up here, File and Settings. But Ctrl+Alt+S, it's not that difficult. There we are, settings, and lots of different settings. Key map, we already saw how you can make Qt Creator your default key map. And now search everywhere. Search everywhere. It's down here somewhere. There it is. Double click. Add keyboard shortcut. Ctrl+K and OK. OK. And now Ctrl+K will bring it up. Okay, that is so cool, Jesper, but I want to bring it up in classes. How do you do that? See, I have a coworker that asked me that exact questions. He has been using CLion for years and never thought of that was a problem. He would just press the magic tab key when he was up there, but I'm the perfectionist, so I wanted to go up there. Let's see how I do that. Again, search Ctrl+Alt+S for settings, my key map, and here I'll now search for, let me just see, it took me a bit of a while. It was go to classes. I don't exactly recall, and obviously that was not the right thing. Go to class. I found that somewhere down here. Search everywhere, navigate, search everywhere. That goes good. Go to class, this one here. Let's bind that. Add keyboard shortcut. Ctrl+K. Oh my God, are you sure it's already bound to this one? Yes, I bound it. No reason for you not to remember that I did bind that 10 seconds ago. Okay, you cannot. Remove that binding. And okay. And now when I press Ctrl+K, it starts up in classes. And observe that if I have something selected here, Ctrl+K, then it will search for exactly the selection. That's it. Now you know how to bind Ctrl+K to search everywhere. Well, you're welcome. I'm Jesper Pedersen from KDAB. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Until next time, have a great time.